they'll be calling you a radical. I had a video all ready to put up, and then I saw I was told last night about the sea lion pups in Southern California. Well, how come that's not being so widely reported? It's out there. Wow, what a story. Anybody, if you haven't seen this, I like the Weather Channel's article. It says, the reason the sea lions' babies are starving to death and dying is unclear. I says, no, it's not unclear. It's nuclear. Very, very clear. I don't get it. Finally, I think there are some people in Southern California starting to awake. I've been getting several phone calls over the last few days about people who were neocon earth haters, destroy the earth for 5 cents, job to the royal family, let them extract anything and take it to freaking China or freaking kiss the ring. You know, I love it how this is all the jobs, the Keystone Pipeline, all this going to benefit. This ain't going to benefit Americans. This is nothing more extraction of the resources for the oligarchs. That's what getting rid of tariffs was. That's what all this was. Anyway, I want to talk about my cancer. I want to talk about Hanford. I want to talk about Fukushima, what's going on. There's some stuff going on at Fukushima right now. If you guys who watch the cameras haven't noticed, Lonnie Clark and several other activists say, hey, they're clouding out the cameras. To think that we have 700 and some odd days of nuclear fission going into the Pacific, something's going to give. And I get this asked, well, what's going to give? Something's we're going to find out. No one knows. Is it going to blow out? Is it going to cause a volcano? Is it going to cause another earthquake? Is it going to blow out the side? I don't know, but TEPCO themselves months ago drove a pylon down at number 3 and was 140 feet deep and was finding serious 100, and that was a long time ago. Yesterday, I met this amazing man, about 60-something years old, dying of leukemia, fighting his ass off in a war from hell. And we just struck up a conversation. He didn't know me from Adam, and he says, you know, and we were talking about our disease, and I told him, I said, you know, I taught this subject matter. You know, Randall Raid would carry about Fukushima, nuclear fallout gives you leukemia. I've written about it, I've lectured about it for decades, and then I get it. And he says, he looked right at me, he says, you know where I worked for 30 years? I says, no. I worked at a nuclear power plant. I was like, wow. I see it more and more and more. Yesterday we had our very first survivor support group that me and another friend of mine organized, and people that are fighting their ass off in very, very critical condition, very hardcore. I think people that want to understand me, want to understand nuclear fallout, I treat this activism and I treat this fighting cancer like a career. It's my full-time career now. I'm involved with every single organization in the state. If there's a meeting that shows up, there's 6 people, I'm there. This is what I do all day, every day. Do I have the financial means? No, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to give my soul back. But anyway, that's what I do. One of my beautiful, amazing nurses come up to me, and we have a very cutting-edge hospital that they're changing the playbook on cancer treatment. They're breaking down all the old paradigms. They're breaking down these ridiculous insurance, the ridiculous doctors who don't give a damn. There's a lot of powerful things going on because we are the cancer capital of the world, and we're all downwinders. My nurse come up to me and she watches my videos, and she hugged me and she says, Kevin, you know you really are a pioneer in these new types of freaking cancer. You're really setting the playbook to fight. Then yesterday, just by chance, stumbled on the 100-year, cancer fundraising organization, and that video was powerful, and they scream and yell, say it loud, say it loud, say it loud. I spoke there yesterday, and as you guys people know, as the sea lion pups are dying, so are our pups. So are we. So many people, I've been so raw the last month as this fight, as so many of you know, there was 2 of us. We had this rare de novo cancer that formed in our bodies. The only 2 simultaneously that was properly diagnosed in the country. A beautiful girl, Carla, 37. She'd say, Kevin, you rant and rave, you carry on, you go crazy. You're so loud, she says, you violate every freaking constitution, man, but I love you so much. And she would call us Kevin and Carla, and her amazing husband. As you guys know, she died in February, she passed. And if I hear one more person ever say they lost their fight, their courageous fight, anybody that's writing a bitch, anybody who says that, you are so misguided and so wrong. They don't lose. I'm telling you, they're the winners. It is such a purification. They call it the good fight for a reason. Oh, is it the good fight? I'm telling you, it is. People have no clue, no clue. These hardcore diseases, and then my other beautiful friend Paul, who we grew up together, as you guys know, he died the day after Carla passed. So I've been so raw, and I just came from the meeting. I was sitting with 10, 12 people in critical condition. I mean, people, any of you who think you know nuclear fallout, and all you nuclear assholes, and all you people that provocate this, you need to find your bone marrow transplant center in your town, and you need to go visit it. You really do. You fuckers have no clue about cancer. You have no clue about the fucking epic fight. These places are so fucking brutal hard. These diseases are so fucking hardcore. I've been so raw. Well, I come home, first thing I see on my email, this guy posts this comment. And usually I blow it off. I deal with this every day. I've blocked over 600 viewers out of my YouTube site over this disease of mine in this fight. I get people, oh, you dead yet? When I was in the hospital in critical condition. Like I said, I treat this like a full-time career. I do not stop. I do not rest. My chances of living were very low, and I know there's still. I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight of my life, literally, and I'm not going to give in to it. I'm not going. I told, as I say down there at the hospital over and over, I'm not taking a call at third strike. I'm going down swinging. But anyway, I come home and I was so raw, and I usually blow these things off, but this violated me so hardcore because I am so raw. I'm so raw. Carla and Paul were both extremely physically fit, incredibly beautiful people, big, beautiful mind, did everything right. I mean, physically, mentally, spiritually, just amazing people. And to watch them die has violated every fiber of my being. It should violate every fiber of your beings. As environmental poisoners and all you people in California, Jerry Brown, I'm a moonbeamer. Oh yeah, fuck you. All of you fucking old hippie crits, all of everybody who said they were in this fight, you weren't in this fucking fight. I mean, it's pathetic, as I say, people at the age of, between the ages of 35 and 68 should not be allowed to vote. I'm serious, I'm serious. I got in an argument with a socioeconomist yesterday that I used to teach with, and I'm like, okay, fucker, you tell me one thing that they've done good in their fucking 30-year reign, their 40-year reign when they've had the fucking power. Look what they did to the Federal Reserve. Greenspan, free market fairy tales. Now you got Rand Paul named out. These fucking creeps, when are you guys going to realize their economic policies have been a gigantic failure? Getting rid of tariffs has been a gigantic failure, the first time we ever experimented with. All these social fucking engineering things that we have done. The fucking baby boomer and the echo boomer is the worst generation in world history, bar fucking none. And I will say this, I go off on Americans and I go, if you don't understand that I'm speaking in the aggregate, you have no business watching my videos. I'm not talking about individuals. There's plenty of powerful, amazing, hard-working, fighting individuals. I actually had a conversation with our governor's freaking secretary. She said, Kev, I think you're getting to him. You know, so I call him constantly. People say, oh, this old school activism where you call your congressman, your senator over and over and over doesn't work. Bullshit, it does work. It has to come from the bottom. These people, Barack Obama is Uncle Tom. He's Uncle Tom not because he's African-American. They're all Uncle Tom. Because they support the very industry that freaking is killing them. As him and John Biden are sitting and have cigarettes together. They laugh at cancer. Barack's mother was a downwinder. She died so young of cancer, yet he supports these very people. Has he betrayed? Did I vote for him both times? Yeah, the first time, boy, did he trick me. He right now is sitting as the worst president as far as the environment goes. And I mean, no one will ever pass George Bush, as he completely annihilated 85% of all wealth between 2003 and 2008 was wiped out in this country. I can prove it. The thrashing of the U.S. fucking dollar, the fucking outsourcing of every job, the fucking extracting of all our natural resources here. This oil and gas boom they talk about is not benefiting anybody else. Oh, we. I told you yesterday, what do you own, Shell Oil? You fucking own BP? As really, you people in the South, a guy emailed me and he says, if this was any kind of Middle Easterner, even did 1/10 to the Gulf region, what? If it meant we would have declared full blown out fucking war. But look what the Queen does, BP, British Petroleum, look what they are. This is fucking 1774. This is the return of fucking King George. Get on your fucking knees and kiss the ring. It's simple. Until you understand tariffs and standard U10 usury. And I will tell you right here, right now, anybody who's watching my videos, my entire fucking life, 24 fucking 7, I'm fighting cancer. Not just because I have cancer. I'm fighting at the core because the people that are past it's violated me. It's hardcore violated everything that I believe in, everything that I ever stood, including my nuked to death father, who was nuked to death in the Nevada test. The United States, greatest country, fuck. The United States isn't even the top 200. We're poor, we're pathetic, we're lonely, we're fucking distraught, we're obese, we have every fucking, this country's a fucking, why? Because we got rid of tariffs. Why? Because the echo boomer is so fucking ignorant. If you don't believe that's true, you look at MoveOn.com's fucking study when they did of Congress, when we invaded Iraq. They fucking, of all of Congress, they had well over 300 of the 400 some odd participate. Got out a map. Why we're invading Iraq? Show me the difference between Saudi Arabia and Iraq. Eight of them did it. Eight got it right. Congress is the reflection, you and I, and we are arguing. It's not commentary, this is documentary, and I can prove it. I have in my PhD. Named Supreme Court Justice, can't do it. I hate Congress. Who's your congressman? Have no idea. On and on and on and on. Name the difference between a senator and a congressman. Can't do it. This goes on. This is epidemic, and I've used old studies. I've compared and contrasted with the studies from, 150-year-old studies, 100-year-old studies, 20-year-old studies, 60-year-old studies, and it's an epidemic. It's off a fucking cliff. There's real, I'm not just one of bitches. I have answers. Put back tariffs. Put back usury laws. We had them till 86. Usury laws. Until you understand that, nothing will change. You cannot compete with 37 cents an hour labor in China. And is it China's fault? Fuck no. It's American companies' fault. It's America's fault. We're the ones that picked up our fucking job and let them take our jobs to fucking China. We're the ones that let these guys extract our natural resources. And I fight cancer at its cause, not at its root. As that guy I met yesterday. He was an amazing, I loved him. He was so cool. He was great. He says, Kevin, I worked in a nuclear plant for 30, this is a fact. Workers at nuclear facilities, mortality rate by cancer is 5 times the national mean. As these fuckers smash down the data, the PUPS dying in California is a big fucking deal. Is it unclear as the Weather Channel says? No, it's very nuclear. Stay untuned. Kevin Blanch.